So let's see a better example. I'm going to wrap this within a div with a class of wrap, and I will simply paste this in. Next, I'm going to style the wrapper. We'll do it right here. Wrap, width of 800 pixels, margin of auto to center it on the page. And if I leave it like that, maybe we'll apply a background just for the example. And we'll also apply a height because there's nothing within this div. Reload. Notice that it's not adjusting this box, and that might be confusing. Well, now the parent is wrapped, so shouldn't it be placed absolutely in relation to this box? Well, not yet, because even though we have wrap, it is not positioned. Watch what happens though when we apply a positioning context of relative. You're going to see this box move, refresh. Now it's changed because now we are setting the box positioned absolutely in relation to its nearest parent, which is the wrap. So now it's limited to the width and the boundaries of the wrap. Hopefully that makes sense. As I'm explaining it, I can even imagine it being confusing, and it probably is, but just stick with it and work with me through these examples. Because there's a positioning context, left 20 pixels is no longer 20 pixels from the browser window, but 20 pixels from the left boundary of that parent right here. If I set it to 0, it's going to be right up against that edge. If we remove position relative, the nearest parent is the body or the browser window, in which case it's positioned all the way over here. That's an important distinction to make. So when would you use absolute positioning? And you do it for little things like this. Let's say we have a width of 80 or 70. Reload the page, and you want to have maybe a little box over the top left edge. So you'll position this -35 pixels like that. And now you can add maybe a little ribbon right there. If you just simply want to position something special, whether it's a ribbon or a call out, something that exceeds the boundaries of your container, because that makes things look nicer. Everything shouldn't have to be bound by very straight lines. This can add a nice little effect. But that's not the only way. There are many, many ways that you would use absolute positioning, and we're going to cover some more of those as we continue on in this course. So what you need to take away from this is a relative positioning gives us the ability to specify top, left, bottom, and right values. So notice the wrap, if I set top 50, this is going to be pushed down. As soon as I get rid of my positioning context, top will cease to take effect, as you can see right there. So if you are trying to use left and it doesn't seem to be working, ask yourself, have I positioned this element? Now, when you absolutely position it, rather than using values like left 20 pixel, rather than that being relative to the current position of the element, it's then relative to the positioning of the parent. So here, box left 35 means go to the left 35 pixels from the left edge of the wrap container. Little confusing. Stick with it, have a lot of fun with it, try all the different ways that you can position an element both relatively and absolutely, and see if you can wrap your mind around this. And that's your big assignment for the rest of today.